Hi everybody, welcome back. Something a little different for you today. Look at these gorgeous little flowers. I've obviously weaved in all the yarns, but you can leave your tails. These are so adorable. They've turned out really nice. I love the way that, we've got the edging. It's just like, some of the flowers that you do see in the shops where they've got the main petal one colour and then you've got this little like watercolours on the ends. These are gorgeous. I actually like these colours as well. It's a very easy flower to do. It's a great one for baby garments. It's a great one for handbags. It's a great one for making garlands. There's so many things you can do. This is a good size flower. I haven't got my measuring tape, but I think it's about 3 inches. So it's not that small. But you can see here, that one looks a little bit, tiny bit smaller than the other two. But it all depends on the yarn that you're using. You will need lightweight yarn and a 3.5mm crochet hook. And I think these are absolutely gorgeous. Great for a lot of projects for children and for anything that you want to make. I have to show you these. Right then, let's push these aside. I've got a bit of gold, just so get your main colour. In this case, I used, I had some beige left over, so I just used beige, but you can use cream, white. You can, in fact, don't have to even go for the lighter colour. You could just use any colours. It depends what you want to make and what your theme is. You need 3.5mm crochet hook, and I've got a little bit of this nice gold, so I think it will go nicely with these 4. Let's have a look. You will need to know how to do treble crochets, single crochets, a couple of slip stitches. Yeah. Let's begin. You can either do a magic circle or you can chain 6. I prefer to make 6 because I like that in the middle, because that allows you to, attach to other things, and you can even pop a little bead in there, or you can do the magic circle, which will completely close up that hole. Okay, you can chain 5 if you want less of a hole, but I preferred 6 because there's a lot of stitches that we are putting into there. Okay. Do your slip knot how you do slip knot. This is how I do mine. Here's the ball. And chain 6. Find your first chain, put your hook in, draw up a loop, and then pull it through the 1 on your hook to form a circle that we're going to work into. You want to just chain 1. Go into the circle and do a single crochet. Chain 2. And now we're going to do 3 treble crochets. To do the treble, yarn over twice, go in, pull up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. We need to do 2 more. So yarn over twice, go in again into the circle, pull through the 2, pull through the 2, and pull through the 2. 1 more. Once you've got your 3 trebles, chain 2 to bring the work down, and we are going to do a single crochet. You can move this along if you wish, because we're going to put in 5 petals. So single crochet, chain 2 to go up, then yarn over twice and do 3 trebles. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Once you have your 3 trebles, give them a bit of a tug, chain 2 and single crochet. Two done. We need to do 3 more. Chain 2 and 3 trebles. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2. Make sure you give them a tug so you've got space, and a single crochet. So we've got 3. We need to put in another 2 more. So chain 2 and do your 3 trebles. Chain 2 and single crochet. See why I changed 6? I think 6 is better. It's just enough space for that last one. So chain 2 for your final petal. Three trebles. Chain 2, and we won't do a single crochet now for our last one. We find that first single crochet that we did right here and just do a slip stitch into there. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. Now this is the point where you leave extra yarn if you're going to be using the main colour to attach. So I'm just going to snip off a little bit, but if you're using the yarn to attach, so flatten out your petals like so. Give your chain a tug. Now what you can do is just bring this one here. If you have another way that you want to put in your yarns, it's entirely up to you. I'm trying to keep it simple, nothing too technical for beginners. This is going to be at the back anyway, so I've just literally just pulled that down, and I'm going to make a couple of knots. You can weave in your ends, be a bit more professional if you wish. You can carry on and weave them in if you want, but for the tutorial I'll just leave them at the back. So you've got your 5. I was thinking then, did I miss a row? But no, I didn't. Okay, now you'll get your contrasting colour, in my case gold. And we are going to be drawing up, this is this funny little loop here. It's not a single crochet, we're going to be drawing up a loop to give us that feel. So go into any space, I'll just go into this one, put your hook through the centre, grab your colour and pull up the 2 loops. I would put them, because we're trying to form a loop, just use both of those loops for now, okay? That kind of keeps everything nice and sturdy. I'll show you that again actually. Go in, grab your yarn, find that any of these dips in the flowers, grab both of them, put both of them through, like so. It creates this little top here, then you can drop the short one. And you just want to chain 2, find your first treble, which is right here, single crochet in the next one, and single crochet in the next one. That's all there is to it. It's so easy and so pretty. Chain 2 to come back down again. And now what we're going to do is put a hook in and pull up the loop. Can you see like it's a long loop that I've just done? Before you carry on, just make sure the work is nice and flat. Then chain 2 and 3 single crochets, 1 on top of each treble. Chain 2, go straight in, draw up the loop and pull the loop. Make sure it's nice and flat, it's not too similar sort of lengths. Chain 2, 3 single crochets, one on top of each of the trebles. Then chain 2 and come back to the circle. Draw up the loop as best you can. Take your time with this bit if it's a bit. So just adjust it to where you need to. Chain 2 and 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2. Last one here. Once you've done your slip stitch, chain 2 and 3 single crochets, and you're done. 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2 and then just go into that loop there for your slip stitch to join. Chain 1 and cut your yarn. And this is what you'll get. Again, you can bring this down and just make a knot with the 2. If you're not using the back part of the flower, obviously if you are, then just weave in your ends, but remember, weave the colour in with the colour, okay? And here we are. What do you think? I think these are gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Should definitely make these. Grandchildren will love them. Thanks for watching, guys. Trying to show you on the screen. Definitely give these ones a go. Right, guys, thank you for watching. And please do subscribe, like and share. And please do send these on to anyone who loves to make crafts and things as well. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you very soon.